Okay, but I do have a thank you note here that Lee sent me from his car. It's got an absurd number of parenthetical notes, which I'm just going to have to infer from the pauses in my speaking patterns. Okay, for Lee, I was dubious when Drake pitched the idea of the game to me about killing me. Not because it was morbid, hell, I'm a morbid guy, but because I've gotten so much help already.
Hey guys, quiet down, please. Thank you very much.
I've gotten so much help already from so many people for so long, it makes me sick to my stomach to think that someone else might go without because they thought they would rather give me what they had. A new friend of mine, Samantha, listened to my story and told me how at the beginning of the funniest stories there was always a friend egging me on. At the middle of the strangest stories there was a friend to share it with, and at the end of the most painful stories there was a friend to help me back up. She said, it sounds to me like you have the worst luck, but the best friends. I think this is a trade-off I can live with. These past few weeks, it has really felt like the entire gaming industry has rallied to my aid, and not just because I'm a scary guy with a hobo knife. Many of my days and nights are dark ones, the burden of mental illness on top of chronic pain and a not ideal living situation. But these days are fewer and farther between when this much love is spilling over the edges of my phone every day. I cannot thank every person by name, but I'm going to call out a few of my oldest friends just in the hope that I will embarrass them and know how much they love them. Mark Cathro, if you yell first, so help me, I'll stab you with my hobo knife. Mr. Rodriguez, I know why you want to kill me, can't we come to an agreement? Peter Atkinson, you were right, I was an asshole, I hope you can forgive me. Woo. Everybody Spike Jones, I miss you, you Canadian gumdrop. Nat Forbeck, stop hoarding all the talent.
That asshole?
Yeah. Shane Hensley, I knew it, you wanted to kill me all this time. Lowell Stouter, Mal misses you terribly. Matt Vansa, I'm not going to even read that parenthetical note. And Eddie Webb, literally hundreds more. Thank you all. I have the worst luck and the best friends.
Thank you, Greg. Guys who maybe not able to hear this, please be quiet in the background. But that was for Lee Garvin, who's a wonderful game designer, who's currently homeless. And it's nice that we're able to band together and help out some of our own maybe these problems. I'd also like to give a shout out to a lot of the people we've lost over the last year, like Stuart Wick, for instance, who is a White Wolf, good friend of mine. I know we've lost a lot of others, so I'm not going to remember from them. Shout out names if you have them, but let's get on to the awards, okay? All right. Hey, you guys in the back area there, be quiet for 5 fucking minutes. There we go. All right. Won't take long. Then we can go back to drinking.
There we go.
All right. Ah, fuck, I need my glasses. All right, thank you guys for coming. This actually started out at the Diana Jones Award as my birthday party 17 years ago. I came out here for my 33rd Gen Con, no, it was my 20th Gen Con in a row, my 33rd birthday party. Woo! Yeah! Those of you who are very sharp at math means that might realize this is my 37th Gen Con in a row.
Woo! Hell yeah!
And I'm going to turn 50 on Saturday.
Hell yeah!
So, thank you guys all for coming to what is now my 18th annual birthday party. All right, so I want to give a big thanks out to our sponsors. These are the people who bought the drinks that you've been drinking all night. Woo! They include the Bundle of Holding, Battlefield Press, Cabinet Entertainment, Chaldea, that's Peter's other company, Chaosium, might have heard of that, Darker Hue Studios, I chipped in a couple bucks, Anthony Gallela, Game Hole Con, Gaming Paper, the reason we're all here, Gen Con, Jim's Kitchen, Christian Linke, Narratio Press, some guys called the Onyx Path, Pelgrane Press, Pro Fantasy Software, Janice Sellers. I gotta say something about Janice. She has not been here for 15 years and still chips in every goddamn year. She loves you all. And last but not least, Renegade Games. Okay. The nominees for the 2018 Diana Jones Award are the 200-word RPG Challenge. That's a competition organized by David Shaduan and Marshall Miller. Actual Play, a movement within hobby games. Analog Game Studies, a journal edited by Aaron Trammell, Evan Turner, Shelley Jones, and Emma Lee Waldron. They're over there, you can hear me all. Charterstone, a board game designed by Jamie Stegmeyer, published by Stegmeyer Games. And Harlem Unbound, a role-playing game source book by Chris Friday. Oh, holy shit. All right. And we've added something new to the Diana Jones Award this year. By the way, for those of you who are not too hungover tomorrow morning, Gen Con is a new streaming stage, and we're going to be actually opening that up tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. I'm going to drag my drunk ass out there and interview all the wonderful people who got nominated for this and the winners. Catch it on Twitch, catch it on YouTube, or come on out and say hi and do it in person. We'd love to have you there. All right. Now, without further ado, I'd like to invite Adrienne Swart out up here. She's right behind me. Shit. Adrienne represents Gen Con, which won the award last year. The winner of this year's Diana Jones Award is Actual Play. So come on up here, guys. We have some people who showed up to accept this. Actual Play, for those who don't know, is a movement within hobby games in which people record and broadcast their game sessions, particularly tabletop games. It includes lots and lots of wonderful people. There are dozens of these things. This list could go on for pages. There are actually hundreds of these shows, some of which are actually more popular than the games that they play on the show. Which is, ironic. There you go. Whether they're broadcast via video, audio, or both, have done more to popularize role-playing games in last year than anything since the Satanic Panic in the 80s. And which a much more positive edge to it, right? They take RPGs out of the basement and put them on the world stage, showing a global audience exactly how much fun role-playing can be. More than that, they help gamers become better gamers. Even those of us who have been playing games for decades can learn something by watching other people and watching how they play and how they enjoy these things. And that's something magical, which is kind of like role-playing games in the first place. Role-playing games, one of the great problems we always have is you can't fit a designer into every box. You can't teach somebody how to play that way. And to have these guys showing people how to play these games and how to do it well, that's just so fantastic and does so much to forward the hobby that we all love so much. So it is in that spirit that the Diana Jones Award Committee is proud to present this year's award to Actual Play. Thank you very much. Well, hello, heroes. Ooh, we got more than one person up here, and that's right, because this movement is more than one person. I'm James Yamato. I am one of the people who is accepting this award on behalf of a movement of people here tonight. For the past 5 years, I have been recording and filming role-playing games for an audience of people and producing it as an entertainment product. And I am tremendously honored to be standing here. Every nominee this year represents something that I am deeply passionate about in our industry. The professionals in this room have built something incredible. This hobby has grown to tremendous heights through passion, dedication, and sometimes, unfortunately, sacrifice. And at times, the only reward for this has been the satisfaction of sharing that passion. Nothing makes me happier than to tell you that things are about to change. I have spoken to many industry professionals and veterans about what we do at One Shot
And I have to tell you that it is not uncommon that the response I receive to an explanation of what I do is a very wry, "That's amazing, I can't believe anybody listens to that sort of thing." Well, believe me, I fucking get it. But I have some really good news for you, and that's people don't only like actual play and listen to that sort of thing, they love it. And that means things are about to change. I would like to invite everybody here to think about the first time you learned about role-playing games. It might have been through a family member or a friend who brought you into the hobby. It might have been through happenstance. You picked up a game or a book at the right place at the right time. But people don't find games that way anymore. They find games through watching streams or listening to podcasts. The investment to find a game is a couple hours instead of a couple days or a couple weeks. And that means that our hobby is growing at a rate that we've never anticipated. So people still find games the traditional way. However, they also have a friend beg them to listen to a podcast. They can accidentally find a stream by following their favorite comedian. They can stumble into an actual play by simply looking on Twitch and finding a new thing to spend their life dedicated to. So the question of how people get investigated in games gets easier to answer year after year. Shows like Critical Role, Friends at the Table, Roleplay, Hyper RPG, Encounter Roleplay, The Adventure Zone, and yes, One Shot, and so many others are introducing more people to the hobby than ever before. Tens of thousands of people have very recently discovered RPGs, and they look nothing like the gamer stereotypes that you think of. Their friends have never even considered playing a game before, and they are all waiting to find your work, and we will help them do that. On behalf of my friends and peers in the actual play community, thank you. Producing an actual play program, much like producing an RPG, is an act of love. There is no monetary reward for this, and we are happy to do it. And we are happy to be your partners in that. So please, everybody who has a glass, raise it, not just to us in the actual play community, but to yourselves as designers and professionals. We are here to celebrate you as much as we are here to celebrate ourselves. Thank you for recognizing that, because that means more than you can possibly imagine. Have a great night.
Coolest award show I've ever been to. Can you hear me now? This is the coolest award show I've ever been to. You guys are awesome, and there was delicious food and lots of alcohol. This award is, 1995, playing Dungeons and Dragons between school and drama club. I remember talking to my friends going, "Dude, wouldn't it be cool if we recorded these and we could make books like Dragonlance books?" And 1995 to 2018, my best friend and I are like, "Hey, wouldn't it be fun if we just recorded and live streamed these games?" Thanks, guys. 2010, we started live streaming Celebrity Charity 20, not because we wanted to do something that was like celebrity based. It was a bunch of nerd people in the Los Angeles community that wanted to play together and do their favorite thing, which is raise money. And we had this crazy idea where we're like, it would be really cool if we filmed it and then put it on the internet. And the first time we did it, it was terrible. We had one webpage, 4 tables in a very small room in the back of Meltdown Comics. It was Keith Baker. I was hosting the whole thing. Matt Mercer was there. This is before Justin TV. This wasn't a thing. And literally, there was no way we could have imagined the reach all we wanted to do is raise $1,000 for a children's literacy charity. And, you know, that happened, and that evolved into another thing, and another thing, and then Critical Role, and all the podcasts. Rudy and I just went to Europe and met people in London and France, and found out that they started playing and got into Dungeons and Dragons because of what they saw, and all these things about their communities, local communities, and the fact that, you know, they don't have translations in their countries, and yet they see all of these live streams, and we don't do it because of like whatever weird ego ideas. We're literally just those little ass kid nerds who wanted to play D&D and record it so that we could watch it again and relive those moments with our friends. But now we have really cool cameras and studios, and I think that is why tabletop games are so successful, and why right now is like the hottest time in actual play is really amazing, because, you know, we get to learn from each other and see these videos and find out new ways to play games instead of just reading what you think is good from the books. And we did GM tips. The whole point of it was that, you know, like, I've been playing for 30 years, and I'm better because of all the people that I played at their table and learned from them. And, you know, this whole thing is just amazing. And I want to thank you guys so much for being here and supporting each other, because hands down, with or without actual play, that is the whole freaking point, is that we all support each other. Cameras on or off. Thank you guys.
Industry professionals, I just want to say you all make amazing content. The games that you make are wonderful, and we are happy to be able to take your products and your experience and bring them out to a wider audience and show them just how amazing unscripted reality role-playing games can be for people out there. So thank you, and thank you for this, because this is really important, and it means the world to the industry and what sweat hours you put into it. So thank you.
Because 4 of us got up here, 4 of us have to say things. So I would like to cap this off by saying very much what everybody else already said, except for the fact that what we've created here is not just games, not just fun times for a few people, and not just something that we can add an entertainment value to and put it on somebody's screen or monitor. What we've created is a community, and it's only being amplified by actual play, by all those things. And it's a community that says, hey, do you want to come play a game with me? You want to play with them? It's fine. Not every game is for every player. Go away. I've got you. Come on, let's play. And it doesn't have, it can be anybody. There's no limits to where we can go. And this community can change the world for a positive thing, no matter what your political line is. We can be the positive change based on your games and the support that we can build just by that alone, just by you guys making fun. Thank you.